When you claim to be a pro-gun attorney general Republican and the AG of California files an amicus brief supporting your position in a gun case, you might want to rethink your stance. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, Wolverines? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist, and today I am going to be investigating the state with the most presidents. Yes, it is President's Day, so why not highlight a state that has more presidents than any other state in the nation? And that is my home state, the great Commonwealth of Virginia. A few years ago, Democrats took over every facet of government in Virginia and passed a bunch of anti-gun bills. But gun owners in the Commonwealth did not throw themselves a pity party. They took to the streets and protested peacefully. And in the end, they took back the House of Commons, the governor's mansion, the lieutenant governorship, and the AG's office, with supposedly pro-gun Republicans. And one of the things we thought was going to happen is that the AG was going to enter into a consent agreement, or at least stop defending the state's position in Wilson versus Settle. This case deals with universal background checks. When Democrats took over all the legislature bodies and the governorship, they passed universal background checks. This led Gun Owners of America and the Virginian Citizens Defense League to sue in Lynchburg over these background checks. Now, VCDL also endorsed Miyares. Miyares was also endorsed by the NRA, so you think it would be an easy decision for him to say, hey, I'm going to enter into a consent agreement with the bodies that are suing me, or at least stop defending the lawsuit. He has done neither. In fact, he has vigorously defended universal background checks. Now, VCDL and GOA has won on a lesser issue, and that is universal background checks for people from 18 to 20. In Virginia, you can own a handgun at 18. But because of universal background checks, you cannot buy a handgun until you're 21. So when GOA and VCDL sued, they got the universal background check portion removed from people that are age 18 to 20. So now they can do a private purchase of a handgun without having to go through a background check. VCDL and GOA are not satisfied with just 18 to 20-year-olds being able to buy firearms without having to go through a background check. They want to see that expand to everyone. And with a pro-gun Republican, you would think that would be possible. But it's not, because Miyares seems to believe in background checks so much so that he is defending them with all his might. And now the AG of California has jumped into the fray. Rob Bonta, yes, the California AG that owns the cell phone that Flying Rich decided to call during his stream one time, decided to step into the fray and file an amicus brief supporting Jason Miyares in his decision to defend universal background checks. Now, you would think that the most anti-gun AG in the country agreeing with you in a gun rights case would be a canary in a coal mine situation, but it doesn't seem like that for Jason Miyares. Maybe Miyares fooled everyone in the Commonwealth, besides me, because I was director of Virginia for GOA at the time, and I chose not to endorse him because I had a sneaking feeling that he might not be as pro-gun as what everyone thought, but that was just intuition, and maybe I was a little bit right. A few weeks ago, I gave a speech at Lobby Day where I said the biggest threat to gun rights was not Democrats passing anti-gun bills, but Republicans refusing to repeal those anti-gun bills and expand gun rights. And I specifically called out Jason Miyares for his unwillingness to enter into a consent agreement and his vigorous defense of universal background checks. Now, when I said, who here is a fan of Jason Miyares, the crowd went crazy. but they weren't aware of his anti-gun moves. So I informed them of that. So what I need to do is do that on a bigger scale. I need this video to get out there. I need people to actually call Jason Miyares' office and email him and tell him to stop defending universal background checks. We need to tell him that Virginia is not California, and his political career is in peril if he keeps on going down this road. I know he has bigger aspirations than just the AG position of Virginia. So if he continues going down this road, I will do everything possible, and I want you to do everything possible to stop him dead in his tracks and say we would never, ever vote for you for anything else if you don't stop defending universal background checks. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Maybe he is actually a wolf in sheep's clothing. We will see. But until then, remember, stay ever free, stay ever vigilant, subscribe, like, and remember, Wolverines, motherfucker.